You saw Pokemon?
I did see Pokemon.
The detective one?
Yeah, I will. I don't want to
bash it too hard.
Yeah, like, okay, so just
What you
before...
expect.
Yeah, it was definitely what I expected.
Honestly, let me just say this. My expectation is I saw on Rotten Tomatoes it got a 56% or something like that. So, and I... Not that I trust Rotten Tomatoes completely, but that's kind of where I thought it was going to be at.
Rotten Tomatoes... I used to shit on it. Like, who cares what they think? Who cares? But it's like, Rotten Tomatoes is usually pretty... It's pretty on it, yeah. But I know obviously there's no John Tomato that's fucking writing reviews. It's like it's everyone that's fucking
exactly.
Yeah, so that's why
it's like Metacritic or something. It's a collection of stuff.
But yeah. So before I even talk about Pokemon, like I want to, I was looking at you and then no.
He's on and like you're not even
because I'm used to
you want equality.
But okay. But so I always want to apologize to anyone behind Man in the High Castle who wrote that or is involved with that because I was like shitting on that show last time and I didn't even watch it. You know,
one writer was watching our podcast with 10.
I just feel bad because I actually want to make movies and shows and produce shit and maybe even direct shit. So I don't want to be shitting.
Yeah, but you got to be able to identify what's bad and what's good. You can't just say that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to be upsetting anyone by just being an asshole shitting on them. But basically, but
be objective.
Because the thing with the Man in the High Castle is I was saying I don't like how they're doing the whole fringe thing with the alternate universes. But you were saying they started with that from the get-go with the pilot episode. So fine. But as like a writer, I feel it's kind of a waste of the premise using the whole Nazi storyline.
I agree.
But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Also kind of lost. I feel bad shitting on that because I don't know what they went through with the writer's strike. But I kind of feel like they could have should have done better. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's just my apologies for anyone involved in those shows.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a personal thing. You're looking at a team. Like, when you say, like, the Chicago Bulls this year could have done better, you're not saying, like, you fucked up. Like, you're saying, like, collectively as a team. Yeah. The coach, the manager.
I don't want to not get a job in the future just because I said some bullshit in a podcast. And it's like, I was just talking shit, stoned, and I'm just like... It kind of was bugging me. It's like, I don't want to just seem like an asshole shitting on, like, writers and developers. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. It's a big collaboration. I get it. So, with that said, with Detective Pikachu, it was everything I expected. Like, with the CGI and the look, they could have and should have done better with the animation of the Pokemon. Like, specifically... Machamp? Is that his name? They got 4 arms?
Yeah.
And like the triple mohawk guy?
I don't know if that's his name. I know you're talking about.
Dude, he looks like shit in the movie. He was like a crossing guard in the very beginning, which was like kind of funny and cool. But like... He just looked like the same they just took his fucking cartoon picture. Like, cause here's the thing, cause it was kind of hard for me to explain without watching the movie, but like, it's the eyes. It's the Pokemon's eyes, dude. They all look, they either look like fucking Build-A-Bears, like with like marble eyeballs and shit, or they look like just the cartoon flat white anime eyes. You know what I mean? Where it's like those polygonal shapes, shapes, you know?
Yeah.
That's what that fucking Machamp guy had. He had like that weird... Like trapezoid fucking eyes, and it's like, dude, like give him real eyes.
Do you feel like it took you out of the movie a little bit?
It absolutely did, because I was already shitting on it before I saw it, right? So watching the movie, I was looking for the things that looked good, and there were definitely some Pokemon that looked great. Like I can't name off the top of my head.
But dude, guess what? That's the reason why I'm watching that movie. Is because I want to see what it looks like with Pokemon interacting with humans, like real live, like humans. You know?
But no, with that said, so I go back to what I was saying before with the whole Rocket Raccoon thing, like. We have the technology to make it look better.
Oh, you're saying he looks good.
Like, Rocket Raccoon is believable as fuck. So it's like they could have done the same.
Because they're making it too cartoony, kind of like with the Warcraft movie. Like they did all the orcs and stuff, like badass and animated CGI, but then they left the humans all fucking gangly actual humans. It's like, you lost us there. It's like, this is supposed to be believable that these tiny fucking guys are going up against these fucking big ass chunky green.
Like we've said with that, like it should have been like that movie should have been like Beowulf. Should have been.
Full CGI,
The thing is, dude, I think this is all just a symptom of, like, the constant, like, quick cycles of trying to make movies. You know,
it's
like...
all experimenting.
And they always follow the uncanny
But it's just
valley.
like they have deadlines.
It's like it's either too good or not good enough.
Yeah, but things like this, it falls under the initial concept art. Because in the video that I posted, you can see there is concept art of realistic-looking live-action Pokemon. It can be done. It is possible. So it goes from the director and the artist from the get-go, from the ground up. Who's looking at these pictures? All they did was they got the fucking Pokemons. They literally got the pictures of the Pokemon from the fucking game. Like, this looks good. Let's make that look real. They just put a fucking shiny texture on them or a fur texture on them, and that was it. And they're done. Like Mewtwo. Mewtwo has a lot more screen time than you may think in that movie. So they better make him look good. If in the fucking screen, the split second you see him in the trailer, he looks like that. Like if you think he looks slimy and shiny, like I was saying in the last podcast, that's exactly what he fucking looks like.
Eel.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like in the movie. And so they do close-ups and slow shots with him and stuff, and it's like, he looks fake, and it made me disappointed. But just as a Pokemon fan, the movie is canon, which I thought was interesting.
Oh,
It's 20 years after Mewtwo's escape.
Okay.
So
Shit.
So that's how they handled that, which I thought was fine. So like they didn't want to redo him fucking pulling a Wolverine and murdering everyone and escaping, which I would have fucking loved to see.
Yeah.
But so they decided to just go after. Oh, this is after. So Ash Ketchum, if he's around, he's like 35 or some shit like that. He wasn't in the movie as far as I'm concerned. I mean, maybe there's a cameo or a little thing. I don't know. I didn't see anything. But yeah, so that movie...
Oh, you think like if they make a Pokemon Detective 3, then they show Ash Ketchum and
sure.
like, he was in the first movie, you just didn't see him.
Maybe. You know, that's what I'm saying. Maybe there's a cameo, maybe there's a little thing Easter egg, I don't know.
I saw something, a post, it was showing, you gotta forgive me, I'm gonna get the movies wrong, but it was one of the Avengers movies, and I think it was actually Iron Man or something like that. In the first movie, he takes a picture with like his wife or a girlfriend or something like that, and then in like the third movie, if you look closely, you see that picture that they took on a picture frame just chilling on a counter. It's like no one ever noticed, like one person noticed that, and then obviously now we all do, but like... How long did it take for someone to notice that? It's amazing the small details that they put into it. Cool. But it's also like, why are we focusing on that? Like, I mean,
well, that's just like
it's a good thing to add, but at the same time, I can't help but feel like you're prioritizing other things. You know,
that wasn't the director. Like I'm just telling you right. I mean, obviously, I
don't it's a set director.
But that's
sure.
No. I'm saying whoever did because I don't know which movies that was in, but like whichever movie that was in, it's the whatever job is the person that does the continuity direction or whatever. Yeah, supervisor, whatever. Yeah. That person, if they were working on that other movie, then it's like, oh, they took that one picture and that was a selfie.
That would be perfect to put there. Yeah,
I can easily get a screenshot of that image and then just print it out and frame
it. It was a great idea.
And that just makes more detail and adds to the world.
Yeah.
So I don't think that was maybe the director was in that, but I think that was the person who's like the detailer. You know, like let's make this feel real. Let's make this feel like this is an actual person's house. Whatever the fuck.
No, I just meant like, is that what you think it could be like an Ash Ketchum thing where it was just like? I mean, that's a little bit different.
I mean, I'm literally just saying, as far as I'm concerned, he wasn't in the movie. Yeah. But if people are saying, no, he was in the movie, you missed the fucking hat. Okay.
He missed the Easter egg. He's just an Easter egg.
That's all I'm saying.
He's not in the movie. He's an Easter egg.
I didn't catch it. If that exists,
I didn't catch him.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So anyway, with the movie,
there was no nods to him or anything.
Yeah. So with the movie, in and of itself, I thought the structure was good. Like how because a lot of movies, they kind of like, you know, when people keep just churning out the 5-act structure of a movie, it gets boring and old. Sure. You know, so a lot of directors like to experiment and do things differently, which is cool.
Refuse
and it's nice
the call, and then he eventually takes the call.
Yeah, but
we're getting a team. So but I don't want to be part of the team.
Yeah, but this movie had a solid 5-act structure, but it was good. Like it was like if you want to get into writing, just like basic structural movies, I think that movie was really good just for watching as like homework. Mm-hmm. Like it really nailed the structure of how the cause of events and like just the pacing and the escalation of the character arcs and all that shit. Like it had everything pretty locked down.
There was no intro, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3,
everything was pretty.
So like if you knew nothing about
like rising action, falling action,
well, no,
conclusion, epilogue. It had the epilogue and everything. Not a lot of movies have epilogues anymore. Yeah, or they're super fucking short. And
so
like,
you feel like if you knew nothing about Pokemon, you went into that movie, you'd probably enjoy it because it was a good story.
No, I wouldn't see the movie if I didn't like Pokemon.
Well,
I also would hate it more because everything just looks shitty. But because I'm a big Pokemon fan and I loved Pokemon like my entire entire
you're saying
childhood.
That's the only reason you liked it is because you were a Pokemon fan? You
think
it's
mostly yes, because I'm like, because some Pokemon did look really fucking cool, and then like even the ones that did look fake, I still love Pokemon. Yeah, I still appreciate seeing them.
Have you watched Pokemon? Like, if I brought her on a date to go see Pokemon, and you haven't seen it, right?
All right, well, let me just finish my whole thing with the movie. Fucking... The end, also, like, the end... So, the villain had a shit fucking plan. I have to say that. I'm sorry for saying that, but what the fuck was the fucking villain's plan? I would love for someone to explain it. Like, what the... For him... Okay, so there was the villain and his personal plan. How he feels about the Pokemon, right? And then what he wanted to do for the world of Pokemon. You know what I mean? There was like a double-sided thing. How he wanted to do for himself and his ego or his selfishness, whatever. And then it's like, I want to put my mark on the world sort of fucking deal. So his personal part made sense. Oh, fuck. Yeah, his personal thing made sense, but then the world part of it didn't make any fucking sense at all. And it was fucking stupid, I thought. So if someone would like to explain that to me, why it actually did make sense, I'm totally fucking open to hear it. But beyond that, the epilogue really did hit me in the feels. Like, unexpectedly. And it did make me like the movie significantly more. So even if I didn't like Pokemon or whatever, maybe I actually would like. I would still like the ending because the ending was unexpected and it just hit me. And then even with the bullshit villain thing, it it added onto that to where it made that worthwhile, I thought. So, like, the villain thing, even if it was just bullshit, it worked just for the epilogue, if that's all they were trying to do, to hit you in the feels with that ending. So if that's the case, it worked. So that's why, like, I appreciate it as, like, a basic structural script. You know what I mean? But, yeah, otherwise...
somebody's homework a little bit.
Yeah.
And they just, like, kind of
put
it together.
Yeah.
We have to make a good Pokemon movie. How do we do it? Let's just stick to the script. Like, you know, it's like actually...
But it left me feeling good, you know?
Formula,
so no matter what you feel about it, maybe you're, you know, I'm pretty cynical, but, like, I still came out of it, you know, appreciating it, just because of the ending.
Glad you went to it.
Yeah. So, yeah, did you ever play Pokemon or anything?
Yeah, I used to when I was younger. We used to have, like,
the games?
the huge...
I feel like everyone played the games. They're super popular.
You know what I would watch or play? I would watch a rated R Pokemon movie and a rated M Pokemon game.
This is mine.
Oh, you're saying like if that existed, you would?
Yeah, rated M Pokemon game or rated R Pokemon movie. Like I would watch.
Funny you say that.
I would watch
we did. But there's literally, I found a subreddit. I found a subreddit that is just, it's just people posting shit that they're just like, if this game existed, it would look like this. They made an entire subreddit for it. And it's so cool. There's just like people who design like, this is what I think it would look like. And it's just like, wow, this is actually a really good idea.
So work with Unity and get it actually
make it ourselves.
I'm in South Africa, but I'll do it.